The first story is The Untearable Mask.
A Seattle street at night, slick with rain, reflects the dim glow of streetlights, casting long, distorted shadows. Emily walks with purpose toward an aged costume shop, its secrets veiled in the night. The shop's sign, "Costumes and Curiosities," flickers faintly, a beacon in the eerie darkness. An unsettling atmosphere permeates the scene, hinting at mysteries and forgotten tales within the shop's walls. The costume shop is a labyrinth of fabrics and forgotten stories, dust motes dancing in the dim light. Emily's fingers trace the textures of countless costumes, each touch a whisper of untold tales. From behind the cluttered counter, an elderly woman watches Emily, her gaze intense and unreadable. The air hangs heavy with the scent of old leather and aged wax, a palpable sense of history. In the cluttered costume shop, an antique wooden box sits ominously on the counter, its contents hidden from view. The old woman presents the box to Emily, a silent offer hanging heavy in the air. Inside the box, a leather mask with a crooked, unsettling smile awaits, its presence radiating an eerie energy. The old woman warns, her voice raspy with age and secrets. "If it fits, don't take it off before midnight." In the soft glow of her apartment, Emily meticulously applies makeup, transforming her face with each delicate stroke. She slips into a vibrant red dress, the fabric smooth against her skin as she prepares for the Halloween night. Her fingers tremble slightly as she lifts the mask, the final touch to her disguise. As the mask touches her face, an unexpected shiver courses through Emily, a strange tightening sensation gripping her skin. Inside her apartment, Emily's frantic struggle begins as she claws at the mask, her fingers slipping on its smooth surface. The mask remains stubbornly fixed, an unyielding barrier against her desperate efforts. A searing pain flares around the mask's edges, the burning sensation intensifying her panic. Her breath hitches as she stares into the mirror, her eyes widening in disbelief and dawning horror. In the reflection, a darker, more sinister version of herself stares back, an eerie and unsettling visage. A silent scream builds within her as the reality of her transformation takes hold. In the dim apartment, dust motes swirl, illuminated by the faint light seeping through closed blinds. Emily clutches her chest, her face a mask of agony as a sharp pain pierces through her. Each breath is a desperate, ragged gasp as she fights for air, her body trembling. Her eyes widen in a moment of desperate clarity, reflecting a newfound resolve amidst the pain. A faint, defiant whisper escapes her lips, a declaration against the odds. Now, it's my turn to live. As the clock announces midnight, Emily stirs awake, her senses on high alert. She stares into the mirror, her reflection solidifying, her normal self returning from some unseen abyss. A wave of relief washes over Emily as her true form is restored. With newfound confidence, she sets her sights on the party, ready to rejoin the world. Sarah slowly pushes the door open, the loud music of the party washing over her, her face bathed in the golden light. She stops abruptly, her eyes widening in disbelief as an uncontrollable tremor courses through her. Her voice barely a whisper, she utters a name filled with shock and dawning horror. "Emily?" A chilling realization dawns as she stares intently, her voice trembling as she says, "Your eyes, they're not the same as before." Amidst the pulsating heart of the party, Emily wears an unnatural smile, a strange glint in her eyes. Her voice, raspy and strained, cuts through the ambient noise like shattered glass. The unsettling smile remains fixed as she speaks, her eyes gleaming with manic intensity. "Don't you see? It finally fits," she declares, the words hanging heavy with unspoken meaning. On a Seattle street, where vibrant costumes once sparkled, now lies an empty lot, a desolate testament to time's passage. Debris and weeds claim the space, whispering tales of forgotten dreams and vanished artistry. A weather-beaten photograph clings to a brick wall, a ghost of joyous memories amidst the decay. A young girl, masked in vibrant red, smiles radiantly, her eyes sparkling with youthful glee. Beneath the image, faded words echo a promise. Next year, there will be a new one. In the dimly lit lobby of Ravenswood Inn, dust motes dance in the air, illuminated by weak sunlight filtering through antique windows. Ryan, an office worker, with exhaustion etched into his face, approaches the front desk, his tie loosened, his movements weary. The young receptionist smiles, a hint of cryptic warning in her eyes as she hands him the key. "Don't worry, just make sure you don't take the wrong floor," she says, her voice echoing slightly in the cavernous space.
The second story is the 13th room in the NMCNH.
Ryan nods, a flicker of unease crossing his face as he turns towards the shadowed hallway, the scent of dust and forgotten memories hanging heavy in the air. In the dead of night, Ryan treads along a silent hotel hallway, the oppressive quiet amplifying his solitude. High above, the ceilings stretch into shadow, their height adding to the corridor's unsettling length. Dark wood paneling lines the walls, trapping the dim, yellow light in its aged grain. Long, distorted shadows stretch and dance, turning the familiar passage into an eerie unknown. Ryan sits absorbed in a book by the window in his dimly lit hotel room, the silence amplifying the anticipation of the late hour. The clock strikes 11:30 p.m., each chime echoing ominously in the stillness. A sudden, sharp ding from the elevator shatters the quiet, an unsettling sound given his floor should be deserted. His eyes dart up from the book, a flicker of unease crossing his face as he listens intently. The elevator's arrival hints at an unexpected and potentially unwelcome visitor disrupting the solitude of the night. Ryan discovers the elevator door mysteriously ajar, an ominous invitation into the unknown. The number 13 flickers hauntingly above the elevator door, a portent of ill fate. Drawn by an unseen force, Ryan hesitates at the threshold, his silhouette framed by the dim light. A deep breath steels his resolve as he crosses the threshold, stepping into the confined space. The doors begin to close, sealing Ryan within the mechanical beast as the flickering 13 casts long, dancing shadows. The elevator doors groan open, revealing a long, desolate hallway on the 13th floor. Dust motes swirl in the stagnant air, caught in the unsettling flicker of dying overhead lights. Aged portraits line the walls, faces of forgotten guests staring blankly into the abyss. Their hollow eyes seem to follow, an unsettling, silent welcome to this forgotten place. An eerie silence descends, broken only by the hum of the failing lights and the secrets held within the walls. Ryan steps into room 1306, a mirror image of his own, an unsettling sense of déjà vu hanging in the air. He moves towards the mirror, drawn by an invisible force, his reflection beckoning. In the reflection, a chilling vision takes shape, a version of himself, decades older, etched with the harsh lines of time. In the reflection, he sees himself decades older, his hair grayed and his eyes deep set. A voice echoes, narrating the haunting transformation. In the still of room 1306, a mirror reflects an unsettling calm, a moment of eerie quiet before the storm. A chilling smile slowly crawls across the reflection's face, a silent promise of something wicked. The clock begins its ominous chime, each echoing strike amplifying the room's dread. The sound reverberates, a stark countdown in the suffocating silence. With each chime, the shadow within the mirror defies reality, taking a deliberate, haunting step closer to the glass. The boundary between worlds thins, the reflection inching ever closer to breaking free. As the 12th chime reverberates, a spectral hand emerges from the mirror's depths. The reflection makes contact with the glass, its touch sending ripples through the boundary of worlds. With a sudden, decisive motion, The hand pulls Ryan forward, yanking him towards the looking glass. Ryan is drawn inexorably into the mirror's embrace, his figure contorted as he passes through the shimmering surface. Darkness engulfs everything, swallowing Ryan whole as the mirror claims its prize, leaving only an echoing silence. The maid opens the door to room 1208, revealing an unsettlingly tidy scene. A lone suitcase rests on the luggage rack, a silent sentinel in the otherwise empty space. The bed is perfectly made, untouched, amplifying the room's eerie stillness. Grainy black and white security footage flickers, showing Ryan entering the elevator, a ghost in the machine. Above the elevator door, the numbers dance in a chaotic display, a distorted reflection of reality, with 13 ominously visible.
The last story is Mrs. Whitmore's Mirror.
Alice and Ben, a young couple, explore their new house, their voices echoing through the bare rooms. Behind a heavy cabinet, Alice spots a dust-covered cloth, a hint of secrets hidden within the old house. With a shared grunt, Ben helps her tug the cloth away, revealing something unexpected. A ceiling-high mirror gleams in the dim light, reflecting their curious faces and the mysteries yet to be uncovered. Dust motes swirl in the air of Whitmore House, illuminated by unseen light. A large, antique mirror dominates the scene, its ornate frame hinting at forgotten elegance. Barely visible on the mirror's frame, a faint inscription whispers a warning from the past. A disembodied voice echoes, "Do not look at 1159. Ben dismisses the ghostly warning with a scoff. "An old scare tactic," he declares, unaware of the darkness it conceals. The Whitmore house succumbs to darkness as the power abruptly fails, plunging Alice and Ben into an eerie silence. Amidst the gloom, Alice and Ben frantically search for candles, their trembling hands guiding them through the dark. Flickering candlelight dances across their faces, casting long, distorted shadows that amplify the unease as they settle near an ornate mirror. Alice, her voice barely a whisper, proposes, "Let's look at the mirror at 11:59, while Ben dismisses the idea with a nervous laugh. "Don't be silly." The clock stubbornly ticks towards midnight, its hands frozen at 11:59, a silent countdown in the stillness of Whitmore House. Alice's gaze is fixed, unwavering, on her own reflection in the mirror. A subtle shift begins to manifest within the glass, a darkening intensity gathering in the eyes of her mirrored self. The smile stretches, morphing from familiar to unsettling, hinting at something sinister lurking beneath the surface. The reflection's eyes glint with a strange, predatory light, a stark contrast to Alice's own. The smile widens further, becoming a grotesque mockery, and the reflection seems to detach itself from Alice's control. Inside Whitmore House, Ben directs the beam of his flashlight onto the mirror, revealing an unsettling image. Alice turns away, but the reflection in the mirror stubbornly continues to smile, defying reality. Ben hesitantly reaches out, his fingers brushing against the ice-cold surface of the glass. A spectral hand presses from within the mirror, an eerie mirror image perfectly aligning with Ben's own. The chilling contact sends a shiver down his spine as the boundary between worlds blurs. As midnight strikes, the room is consumed by darkness, as every candle is snuffed out, leaving Alice gasping in the sudden void. Breathing echoes close to her ear, but Ben has vanished, leaving only his reflection in the mirror, unnaturally still. The reflection taps the glass 3 times, a chilling message resonating in the silence. The next morning, sunlight illuminates the house, revealing police officers and a motionless Alice before the mirror, her eyes wide with terror, whispering, "He's still there."
Thank you for watching the video. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel to watch the next interesting videos.